Have you ever scrolled through social media and seen an ad that doesn't feel like an ad? You know what I mean? It's like someone just casually talking about a product, like a friend giving a recommendation.
Yeah, totally. It's super effective. Way more engaging than those flashy, overproduced commercials.
Exactly. That's user-generated content, or UGC for short, and it's kind of taking over the marketing world. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a UGC creator on Fiverr, and their profile is a real eye-opener.
Oh, interesting. What kind of creator?
Okay, so get this. It's a Hollywood actor, an actual Hollywood actor offering to film UGC videos for businesses. But here's the catch. He films all the videos inside his Tesla.
Wait, in his car? That's wild. I kind of love it, though. So unexpected. I'm intrigued.
Me too. His name is Wolfe, and in his Fiverr profile, he says he specializes in creating videos for auto insurance, auto warranty, car-related services, that sort of thing.
Smart. It's like built-in product placement.
Yeah.
But it also makes sense, right? People trust recommendations, especially when they come from someone they perceive as authentic. And who doesn't love a good car story?
Right. Okay, so let's actually jump into his Fiverr listing, because there's some really interesting stuff in there. First of all, he's a Fiverr Pro. That means he's met certain quality and experience standards on the platform. So he's not just some random guy with a camera phone.
Makes sense. Fiverr's got that whole tiered system to help clients find talent. It builds trust.
Exactly. But now, here's where it gets even more interesting. In his About This Service section, he has some very specific rules. And they're kind of quirky, to be honest. Like, he's super adamant about filming in his Tesla, no exceptions.
Interesting. Is it like a branding thing? Or maybe he thinks the car adds a certain aesthetic.
Could be both. But he also says no testimonials allowed. He's not going to read any scripts or, try to sound like a spokesperson or anything like that.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if that's a common thing in UGC. Like, is there a general aversion to anything that feels too scripted or salesy?
Maybe. But here's the one that really caught my eye. No editing. The client gets the raw footage straight from the camera, and they handle all the editing.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty unusual. It really speaks to the whole authenticity thing, though. Like, they're trusting him to capture those genuine moments, and then they can shape it to fit their brand.
Right, and he makes it very clear. MJ delivers the video to you for you to post. He's basically the on-camera talent, not the editor.
It's like a division of labor. He provides the raw material, the client molds it into the final product.
Do you know what else he specifically excludes?
What?
Sexual, political, or religious material. No way, no how.
Makes sense, to be honest, especially if he's aiming to work with a wide range of brands. Brand safety is a huge deal these days.
You're telling me one wrong move and a brand can face a major PR nightmare, especially on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, which are really sensitive to controversial content.
It's a smart move on his part, for sure. It broadens his appeal. Plus, it highlights the level of control clients have over their UGC campaigns. They get to shape the narrative and ensure the message aligns with their values.
So big picture here, after looking at this profile, what are your thoughts on this whole UGC trend? Like, is it just a fad or is it here to stay?
I think it's more than a fad. It taps into something fundamental about how we consume information now. It's like we're so bombarded with advertising that we've developed this almost instinctive ability to tune it out.
I totally get that, like banner blindness on websites, skipping ads on YouTube, that kind of thing.
Exactly. But UGC, because it feels more personal, more real, it can bypass those defenses. And creators like MJ are capitalizing on that.
So it's almost like a psychological hack, right? It makes sense. People trust people.
Precisely. And that makes me wonder, what's next? Will we see this evolve even further? Like, could AI play a role in creating this hyper-realistic, personalized UGC?
Whoa, that's a whole other can of worms. Imagine AI-generated influencers creating content that feels completely authentic, but is actually designed by an algorithm.
Mind-blowing, isn't it? The lines are blurring between what's real and what's created, and I think it's only going to get more complex and more fascinating as technology advances.
It definitely leaves us with a lot to think about, like, where does this all go, and what does it mean for the future of marketing, and even for the role of creators like MJ?
Lots of questions, few easy answers, but that's what makes it so exciting, right? It's uncharted territory. And for those who are willing to adapt and innovate, the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's a great place to wrap things up. It's been a fascinating deep dive into the world of UGC, and I have to say, I'm even more intrigued by this whole phenomenon now.
Me too. It's a constantly evolving landscape, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
Same here. Until next time, everyone.